We're going to talk about the benefits. We talk a lot of times on the show about offers and buying and selling and all those kind of things. But we're going to talk about here today about the benefits, especially if you're looking to purchase a home, the benefits of going ahead and getting you a pre-approval or your financing, go ahead and getting that in place prior to ever going out and looking at a house, all right? We're going to give you 3 benefits today. Again, that's going to be something good for you to do. Now, before we give these to you, let me say this. There are a lot of people, and I think you'll agree with me on this, that are knowing in the future they're going to purchase a house, okay? We're not telling you that you got to get pre-approved the week before you're going to go buy a house. If you know in the spring, like right now, if you know in the spring, right now, you're going to buy, you need to go ahead and begin to start the process of getting everything moving. Talking to a lender is the thing to do. Now, could rates change between now and then? Absolutely. But could it be possible that you go talk to that lender right now, and there may be some things you could brush up, clean up on your credit report that would get you a better pre-approval later? Absolutely.
Get you a better rate or
get
whatever.
you a better rate, get you a better term, get you a better everything. So no matter when it is, if it's going to be within the next 6 to 8 months, you're thinking of purchasing a home, you need to go ahead and potentially get these things in line right now. But not only will it benefit you now, because if something is wrong with your credit, the right type of lenders that are out there are going to tell you, hey, do these things. Fix this. It's going to boost you here and there. It's going to get your credit score up. And in the end, it's going to give you a better rate. If it is a couple months away, you've got time right now to work on it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, because a lot of times, we've said this before, a lot of times people wait too late. And then they want to, they're ready to start looking for a house now, and they think, a lot of people think that I'm going to have no problems. No problems. Because again, one of the biggest misconceptions, we're getting a little off topic here, but one of the biggest misconceptions is people say, I've got a 720 credit score. I have no problem. Not a problem at all. But there's more that goes into it other than a credit score. Debt to income is a major player.
That is exactly
so. Again, it don't matter that credit score. It's again, you want to talk to a lender. Go ahead and get all that stuff lined up out of the way. That's one of the biggest misconceptions I think that runs around is that I've got a great
credit score alone.
I've got a great credit score.
I agree.
That's a misconception.
I agree 100%. So we're going to give you 3 benefits today of going ahead and getting your pre-approval, going ahead and speaking with the lender, getting that ball rolling in place. Here we go with number 1. If you do that prior to, when you want to make sure you ain't out looking at houses without it, okay? You want to go ahead right now, this very moment, go ahead and speak to those people, because they will be able to tell you, based upon the information you provide to them, they will be able to tell you exactly how much house that you can afford.
That's going to come back totally a bunch to that debt to income. That's where they're going to get a lot of that information.
They're going to be able to see that. But by knowing how much house you can afford, when the time comes that you do decide, I'm getting in the car and I'm going with one of the great agents at Elite Realty Group and I'm looking at a house, all right? We begin to go through this process. You're going to know, I don't even need to waste my time over here looking in this area or looking at this price range of homes, looking at these style of homes, because my debt to income, my credit score, my financial situation won't allow me to do that. So you only then are able to spend time. Now, we know right now, in the real estate arena right now, time is of the essence. You got to be ready to rock and go right now. You ain't got time to be looking all over the country and looking at this and going there and doing that. You got to know what you can afford, and you got to know the area you need to go to. And if you want to go there and you see what you want, you better get on it. Because somebody else is right behind you coming in.
A client that I'm working with right now, we actually went and showed a house yesterday, and the question was, it was like, she said, is it always this crazy? Because like, she actually went out of town this weekend. So when she came back, she had like 2 or 3 houses that she had picked out on Friday that she said, well, I'll look at on Monday. Well, Monday come around, and those are all under contract.
They're under contract.
So she was like, is this normal? I was like, unfortunately, right now, yes, it is.
That's exactly right. We was at a breakfast just this morning. I spoke of it there earlier, and I was sitting with 2 guys that are in the lending world from 2 different institutions, and both of them were saying the same thing. Have you ever seen houses again, that is moving as quickly as they are right now, especially being priced right. If they're priced right, they're moving. So you need to go ahead and speak with those people. That way, when that time comes, you're ready to step into the arena and begin to do your thing.
And again, not only back to this, we're saying how much you can afford, but it's also what you want to afford.
Sure.
So if you are where you have your debt to income's fine,
absolutely.
But, this and that, just like the lady I was talking about, I showed a house to yesterday. Her everything was perfect on her credit. So it was. I mean, she's a really strong buyer. How they could approve her for a whole lot more of an amount than what she really wants to spend.
Right.
So it was important to her to go ahead and hone in on the payment.
There's no doubt.
So I know, okay, this is, if I want this payment.
Right.
I mean, we're down to a small window. We're down to $6,000 that we, you know what I mean? So we're really honed in on, we know we got a $6,000 window that we can play in and still stay right around that payment she's wanting to be
Absolutely. Now, if this right here is something, again, we're going to give you two more quickly. But if this is something that you're thinking, hey, man, they got a point there. I need to get this stuff in line. We got a whole bookshelf over here.
There's a lot of
people that can help you with this. We can't lend you money. That's not what we do, right? But we can point you and give you cards of, references to people who can help you. We can give you a whole bunch, all right? We got a whole shelf over here. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you reach out to us. You can send us a message on the page. You can call us up, text us up, email us, as a lot of you all do. We can get you and help you with that. We want you to know that's something we can help you with as far as pointing you in the right direction. They're able to do those things. That's number one. What do you got for number two?
Number two, I'm going to throw you off here, but I'm going with you can make a stronger offer.
No doubt about it.
So you what I mean by that is you know what you can offer.
Right.
And plus, you are a lot of times, because people, believe it or not, they don't listen to what we tell them a lot of times.
Sure, that happens a whole lot.
And so there's a lot of times that if you go out with somebody else and you might make an offer, you might not even be approved for that offer.
That's exactly right.
So to make that offer,
That's
you'd be surprised how many times I'll get an offer maybe on something that I've got listed and they don't really have a pre-approval letter at the time, but they're working on getting it. So if you've already got that out of the way,
right? And
again, in the market that we're in right now, where stuff is selling in hours,
absolutely.
If you don't have a pre-approval letter, you are shooting yourself in the foot.
That's right.
You are hurting your chances because
of getting the house.
Yeah,
if you want.
And honestly, I've seen so many things here as of late of the listings that are coming on the MLS. And I mean, they've got wrote, if you are not pre-approved, pre-approval is required with all offers.
Right.
So if you don't do it, they won't even look at your offer.
Sure.
So time, again, is of the essence. If you have to then wait and say, okay, now I made the offer, okay, they want me to, now I need to get pre-approved, you probably have just lost on a house.
There's no doubt that the offers right now, you're seeing much more stronger offers on everything.
Yes.
And sellers are looking at all of that. They're literally taking into consideration closing time frames, inspection contingencies, closing costs. Are they approved? Can they buy? All of that's being looked at more now than we've ever seen it.
Yeah.
As far as since we've been in the real estate business for 12, 13 years now, they're looking at it that way. So getting this stuff again ahead of time, if you're the pre-approved person and there's multiple offers that go in on this house, which is a common thing you'll see, multiple offers go in, you're the pre-approval person, you're automatically at the head of the line just for that part right there.
Right.
So you can make that strong offer. We're talking today about benefits to get pre-approved prior to going out and looking. So we went through two. Here's the third one, and it's short and sweet. But literally the third one is for your own peace of mind. You have it all laid out as offer goes. You know exactly what you can afford. You know the payments. You know the ranges. You know everything as it will be.
Right.
For yourself as you go out and look at this house. So for your own peace of mind, you're not going out there and having to have in the back of your mind, I'm going to pay 30 years for this house. Mm-hmm. I'm going to finance this and pay for it over the next 30 years. I sure hope I can afford this payment.
Yeah.
I sure hope this is what this is going to be. That's what I sure hope I get a good interest rate. No hope no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Your own peace of mind is able to be laid out there. You know this is what I
to go ahead and get it done early. It gives you time to go ahead and maybe shop to find you the best interest rate, the best deal, whatever that is. So there's several different things that can be done, but that gives you time.
If you've ever bought a house, that's what I was going to say. You know how it hits and it just gone, just fast. It all turns supersonic speed. So again, the more you can take your time, more you can get stuff in line, more you can get things going, the better off it's going to be for you.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. That has been your real estate information right here on today's show.